In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the differences of growing up in the 80s and 90s versus the 2000s onwards. We're going to be talking about music, technology, what it was like growing up in school, parenting styles, and so much more.
We also have a fun, rapid fire questions about what generation did it better.
Keep listening for some fun chat and enjoy the episode.
Same DNA,
Different opinions,
always honest.
always entertaining.
This is Two's Company.
Your new favorite mother-daughter catch-up. Welcome back to our last episode of 2025.
Woohoo. Don't put that woohoo in it, please. So back in my day, it was drinking out of garden hoses, sitting too close to the TV, going for a swim in your local river versus...
I guess in our generation, it's all about recyclable drink bottles, blue light glasses, and tracking your kids where they are on their iPhones.
and 3 apps to basically relax.
Yeah.
So different now.
So different.
So we're not going to be saying pulling down the generation I got brought up in or the generation Nikki is getting brought up in. But I guess it's just versus.
Fun to talk about the differences.
Yeah, definitely.
So where should we start? School. What was school like growing up in the 80s and 90s?
Okay, we definitely didn't have mum and dad dropping us off in their car.
Yeah.
We had to walk to school or we had to bus. It was basically it. It was very rare for your parents to drop you off to school. Even lunches were so different back then. We'd have a sandwich and we might have a piece of fruit, like an apple. That was it. These days, lunch boxes are just out the gate, really, aren't they?
Yeah, but I feel like for me, I'm kind of in that middle transition.
Yeah.
Where it went from your generation to what it's like now.
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like I was in the middle because when I grew up, we would still scooter and walk to school.
Mm-hmm.
Mum and Dad wasn't too worried about if we were at a friend's house, we would be home as much. And we'd still make our own school lunches and stuff. But I also don't know if that's the way you raised us compared to what I think kids are like now. You don't really see as many kids walking to school unless their mum drops them off really close to school grounds or they live really, really close and they're going with a group of people. We just go by ourselves. I remember you sending me on my bike to go all the way home when I was 8 years old and it was 5Ks biking home.
It probably wasn't that rare those days.
Yes, I feel
it probably was rare those days, sorry.
But I feel like I was in that transition phase
Yeah.
where some parents would be like, oh, you're doing that, when some were like, oh, yeah, that's normal.
But I think I was also one of those parents that were like, she'll be right.
Yeah. I remember the first time, though, you were driving to different phases to make sure I was getting home okay that first time. So I knew the route.
Yeah, that's
I remember
right.
that.
Yeah.
But then once you knew I was okay, then it was all good.
And I think back in my day, we didn't really have school zoning.
Oh, okay.
These days, I kind of think, why aren't they all walking? Because they all live 200 metres within their school.
Yeah, see, now everyone kind of gets dropped off to school, and
Is that more of a safety?
I do think crime's gotten worse over the years.
There's always kidnappers around when I was young.
But it's on a whole other level now,
I guess so.
You just hear about things a lot more now. I think it's parents are a lot more worried now.
But is that because there's more awareness because there is things like social media?
Maybe is more awareness.
Because it happened in our day, but we probably all weren't
weren't exposed to it as much.
Blissfully unaware.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because kidnapping's been going on for decades.
Yeah.
But I do think parents do wrap their kids up in cotton wool these days. I'll just put that out there.
Not all, but most.
Most parents. Even going to school with lunches, lunches, and I did bring you guys up with quite full-on lunches, how it is now. But I can't even imagine what lunches will be like when your kid's at school. We literally had a sandwich that had peanut butter on it or Marmite and butter and literally an apple or a mandarin. That's it.
For us, you were probably the same. You had to have sandwich. So we made our own lunches from year 2 onwards, which is your second year of school, because it was teaching us independence, which I think is really important.
Yeah.
And, being independent and using your initiative and trying to find ingredients in the fridge and pantry to make things yourself. So we'd make our own lunches, but our rules were you had to have a sandwich with something healthy in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mum didn't really like you didn't really like us having packet foods growing
No.
up. We might have like one packet food or two packet foods,
Like you
but
didn't have muesli bars
they
or
were like
chips
healthy
or
ones.
biscuits or anything, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless it was an occasion. Had to be like fruit, and we had to come home with an empty lunchbox, and you would check it. Whereas I feel like nowadays people get away with it a little bit more. But can I just say, when
Yeah.
I was a kid, I would be so scared of coming home and not finishing my sandwich. Like, if the bread would moist and it tastes like banana because it was banana in your lunchbox.
Oh.
Yeah, gross, but you made us eat it. You can't come home with full lunchbox. You have to eat it all. And we had to have like proof of crumbs to like show that we'd eaten it. And I would literally, on the way home when you were driving, stuff my sandwich in the back of the car seat pocket in this Glad wrap so that I could come home with an empty lunchbox. It wasn't the best crime though because I forgot to put the Glad wrap in my lunchbox. So where would the Glad wrap go? Did I eat that
Yeah.
too? Or I'd chuck it out my window of my bedroom. I remember weeks later you would find these moldy sandwiches in your car or out in the
I do
backyard.
remember
Dad would
that.
find them and be like, whose are these?
I feel like that part hasn't changed because I did the same thing. I used to throw my sandwich because we went through a stage of my dad making our sandwich, which is so weird. Maybe it was when, because I was the youngest of four, so maybe it was when mum's kind of started back at work. And he used to put butter in it, used to be lumpy butter, and it used to just so gross me out.
But you don't really see kids with sandwiches anymore.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
and he did cold spaghetti out of the tin with butter.
Oh, that's just yes.
Yeah,
But
and
I feel like lots of people would love that, but
yeah,
cold
but we had this
butter, yeah.
hot poker bush at the start of our driveway, and because
what?
a hot poker bush, it's like hot pokers are
What's that?
like a flower, kind of like a weed flower thing. They're those like sticks with the big red pokers.
Oh, okay.
And we had that at the start of our driveway.
Not
And
Upper Hurakawa.
no. And hot poker. And because I caught the bus on my first day because my siblings, I had older siblings, so we all caught the bus and we'd walk to the end of, because we were rural, so we walked to the end of our road and then caught the rural bus into school. But I used to throw.
Sorry, guys, by the way, to interrupt. If you can hear scattering, that is the cat
Oh, yeah.
climbing up the Christmas tree. He just jumped. Anyway, continue.
And I used to chuck them on my way into home. And I just hated sandwiches, and I still do.
So you hated them, but you still forced us to eat
Yeah.
them.
I guess this is what mums do.
Well, I guess you just want your kids to eat something filling
Yeah,
instead of just like packet
yeah.
food. But now there's all like the canteen, and it's like really nice. Like when I went to high school,
Yeah.
we'd just go to the canteen.
How'd you have money?
You'd put some money on our card.
But I think we only let you
card?
buy lunch once a week. We wouldn't let you buy it every day.
I think I would get away with it saying, Dad, I need some money for the printer at school or something like that.
Oh, that's what we did.
Like little things like that. And you'd get really nice, warm, yum food from the canteen.
We didn't see when I grew up in New Zealand. We didn't have a canteen until we went to high school. But when I went to Sydney, there was a canteen, and that was so cool. Like I loved the canteen. Like that was very cool. I'd spent all my pocket money at the canteen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was cool.
it's nice. You get like cream donuts with jam and whipped cream in them.
Yeah.
Or spaghetti mouse traps. Those are like my faves.
Oh yeah,
Or we'd have
Pinwheels.
ice blocks at school sometimes. I'd
super
grab
dupas.
those.
juicies.
What do you feel like else has been different? School back then when you grew up to now?
Oh, there's so much. I guess like there'd always be bullies in school,
Oh, yeah.
but we'd kind of sort it out with a fight after school, like a good punch up. These days, I guess it comes back, like the bullying comes home because it doesn't leave you because it's all on social media. It's like cyberbullying, all that type of
It's
thing.
really bad. Cyberbullying is really bad.
So we always had bullies, but it got left in the playground. And you came home to your safe place because you didn't have any Instagram or social media. So that's the thing I feel really sorry for kids these days to go through.
Yeah, cyberbullying's so bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely become since
Oh, it's shocking.
probably 2008,
Yeah.
since like Facebook was around.
Yeah. And
It's
speaking from
terrible.
experience, like I went through, Geordie going through really, really bad cyberbullying. So
Yeah.
it's horrible. But yeah,
Kids can just hide behind a screen nowadays and just like say whatever they want and think there's no consequence for it. Or they could hide behind like a different name. You might
Oh,
not know who you
totally.
are. I remember growing up, there'd also be kids like posting horrendous things, and it would really disturb me. And like, no wonder you put age restrictions on these things because it can really mess you up when you're young.
And also, a lot of parents are quite loose on their kid having their phone. And
Some people are not aware at
no,
all.
some parents are so not aware their kids have got private accounts. They've even got an account on TikTok. They'll be like, oh, my child doesn't have that. And you're like, yeah, I've seen them.
The things that you can see on social media as a kid, like,
Yeah.
this might be controversial, maybe for young kids listening, they may not be listening, but the new law that Australia have brought in that there's no social media until,
Yeah.
is it like 18 or
16.
16?
16.
As it should be, because
Yeah.
it's so bad. There's so many young kids who are going through mental health struggles and even, I don't want to say the word on here, but thinking about ending their lives, you know, it's so heartbreaking. And young kids, I hear it all the time, young kids like 12 to 14, even younger, some 8-year-olds and
Yeah.
9-year-olds. Why would you even be thinking about that? And I feel like, yes, there's pros to social media, but one of the cons heavily is that. And it's super concerning. And I think everyone needs to be aware of if their kid is on social media, because it might sound good, but even if it is good, you're always going to be dealing with negativity and bad things on there.
So I guess that is one hard thing that kids take home. Like, I don't know if this, did you grow up with having a fight after school?
Maybe in one school, I'm not going to say what.
So we
But
grew
not
up with
really.
having a fight at the end of school. So, you know, once a week there'd be like, at the playground, there'd be like, it's going to be a fight on outside class CB or whatever. And everyone would be like, fight, fight, fight. And you'd go to the school bell would ring and you'd go straight to the place that everyone said there was going to have a fight. So this was in Australia. I'll share this quick story. There was this girl that wanted to have a fight with me. I don't know why, but she wanted to have
Come
a fight
on.
with me. I was
Probably said something
yeah, I
to
was probably
her.
a smart. I was a real smart Mel. So anyway, she wanted to punch me.
You still are, but
I had a really
So I can
smart
imagine.
mouth. So she wanted to punch me, and there was a fight on, and so I was like a little bit scared because this was my first fight. This was like I must have been about 9 years old or 10, and she was 3 times as bigger than me, and she was taller than me, and she punched me in the nose. And I just remember kind of freaking out, and like the fight was all over by then. And I went home and I said, because I think my nose was bleeding, it was quite sore. And I told my dad, and I said, oh, we had this fight after school and this chick punched my nose. And he's like, well, you got to learn how to defend yourself. So that evening he taught me how to punch. And he's like, you're going to go back to school and you're going to tell her who's boss and you're going to punch her back. And this is so not parenting skills now, but it's
So different.
that's so different. And so all night long I was learning how to punch. And
That's quite funny.
yeah. and you know, my dad was telling me how to defend myself, and you know, if someone bigger, you know, punch them in the guts and they come down and you hit them in the jaw, like, you know, that kind of thing. So I went back and I was like, there's going to be a fight after school. And I spread the rumour, and I met her at the same place we had the fight, and I punched her so hard in the mouth that she couldn't brush her teeth for a week. But did she ever pick on me
How
again?
did you know that she couldn't brush her teeth?
Because I got told off by the teacher. Her parent had complained.
Yeah, did you say she punched you first?
Yeah. But I think it all got resolved. I was like,
So you would not see kids fighting with their hands, especially girls.
But it's kind of like, I don't condone this, but in some ways, it's good just to have a punch up and get over it and get it done.
Yeah, that's controversial.
Sometimes it's like, come on,
It's
just
good
deal with it.
it's good to learn how to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, well, she never touched me again, and I'll tell you, no one in that school touched me again after I punched her.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little story that probably you don't see these days. So that was quite different.
Very
Fights in the
different.
playground after school.
Yeah.
Fight, fight, fight. And everyone will be like, fight, 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 fight.
And one point you were talking about to me earlier too was that there was like different groups of people in school.
Yeah, did you not have that?
Not really. It was
Some-
just kind of like there'd be some like weirder kids. Not trying to be mean. There would be some weirder kids, and everyone knows there's always weirder kids at school.
Yeah.
And then there'd be like the popular kids, and then there'd be
there's
everyone
always
else.
popular kids,
But
yeah.
that was it. Everyone else, weirder kids and popular kids.
Interesting.
And you said it, like the way you were describing your high school life, it sounded like a movie.
Oh yeah, so at my high school, there was all the preps and the rugby heads on the field. On the driveway, there was always the skater boys. On this other corner around E Block, there's the surfers. There was the goths over by the art, block. There was always the Rotary boys in a different area. Like there was all these little groups, and then there was probably like the popular chicks or the pretty girls went and watched the rugby players, and it was kind of like that.
See, now I feel like there's a lot more room to like stretch outside of a box. Maybe there's no boxes
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. There's definitely the
'Cause
surfers,
you
the
could have
skaters,
like,
the goths.
you could have lots of different hobbies.
Yeah, it's interesting. That doesn't really happen at school anymore.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about like technology and how that's changed?
Oh man, yeah. So, well, back in the day, if we had to have a read like a what do you call it? Do you call it a research? If you had to do homework,
An essay?
an essay.
Yes.
If you had to do an essay or get research on anything, we would have the books of encyclopedias. We had no Google, we had nothing. So you'd go, and some parents can afford encyclopedias. I know we never had really encyclopedias in our house. So you'd go to a friend's house that had encyclopedias.
Encyclopedia.
What do I say? Encyclopedias.
You say encyclopedia.
Encyclopedias. Or else you'd go to the library and you'd research all your information there. I feel like it's so much easier for kids now. They just Google it.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, technology was kind of introducing itself as I was going into school a bit more. Like, there'd be like one computer in the classroom that everyone could use, or the school would start bringing like smart iPads so you could do like educational apps and stuff. But now, I mean, as I was going like out of high school, and now there's AI and there's ChatGPT. And I wish I had that, because people can just write their assignments from ChatGPT and change it a little bit.
But isn't there an app that teachers kind of know it's been...
I hope so, because I'm just
ChatGPT?
thinking as a teacher, like if I was a teacher, how do they
Like, these
mark
kids write
these
this in their brain.
correctly? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
See, it's like on a whole nother
It's a whole nother level.
Everything you want in a second now.
it must be quite hard for teachers to think, is this kid researched or is this kid just Google? I don't know.
Yeah.
But then Googling is a form of research, isn't it? They don't have encyclopedias now.
We had to learn about like, I mean, it'd be the same thing, like citing. So you'd be citing like books. So, yeah, well, you left school, really. You probably left just before you learned about this.
I left school at 15.
Like if you're taking a piece out of a book that someone else has written, you have to cite it at the end. Like, this was written by this person on this date from this
Oh, like referenced.
reference. Oh, yeah. So when we would, like, you would go from books, right? We would go from Google, like, get our information for research for essays, and we have to cite that. Now, I feel like you don't even have to research anything on Google. You just search it up on ChatGPT and it gives you an answer.
It's crazy.
I just feel like it'd be so handy right now.
Would be. I remember, I don't know. See, this is a whole nother thing too, is like germs are so, every classroom's probably got sanitizer and a bottle of sunscreen. Like, we didn't have we did have I never had sunscreen as a child. But even I remember, like, there'd be the person, okay, I grew up in Ngaruahia primary school, but which was pretty cool. And we'd have one chick or one guy would bring the big bottle of Raro, and it was out of like a big 2-3 litre milk container that had been washed and recycled.
Blech.
And someone would bring Raro and it'd be icing or slushy.
That's
And we'd
so
all
boring.
take turns, drinking out of it, like the whole classroom. Oh, she's got Raro. Oh, cool. And and would all take turns. You just wouldn't see it these days, eh? Someone bring a big milk bottle full of Raro that the whole
No,
class shares.
I remember like Raro being like the thing in intermediate. Like, people would bring sachets of Raro. Oh, do you have any Raro in your bag?
Oh, so it was
And you'd,
still
like,
quite cool when
trade,
you were at
but
school.
not a bottle that everyone would share.
Yeah, a big
That's-
bottle.
That's like next level.
Yeah. I don't know if that was just the
So
school I got
Kiwi.
brought up in, but it is very Kiwi.
Public school.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, it's so different now.
Yeah. And like Saturday mornings, you watched cartoons. Like, well, I think when I was young, people did watch cartoons at school. and then like growing up as a teenager, MTV. I grew up in a very strict Christian home, and it was very strict. And
You guys really couldn't really watch much
no,
TV,
we
could
weren't really
you?
allowed to watch any TV. But I do remember it being a thing. Now these days, kids probably don't have to wait till Saturday to watch cartoons. They just watch cartoons left, right, and centre because there was only one TV in the home. Now it's every child has a device.
I think a lot of, I was going to say, I think a lot of people have one TV, but
I think a lot of people have more than one TV in their household
but
now.
yes, then there's also laptops and there's phones you can watch things on as
And
well.
kids, you even see 3-year-olds with these
Big tablet,
tablets with
Yeah.
these big silicon things around them.
the big cases.
Yeah, it's like crazy. But back in the day, it was literally one TV,
Yeah.
the only device. And on Saturday mornings, I remember we were allowed to watch Dukes of Hazzard, and it was so cool. It was like in MacGyver. But now it's kind of like families don't sit down really probably and watch TV together, because everyone's got their own device, they watch their own thing.
Yeah.
But we used to all watch the same show,
See,
and it was a treat.
yeah, so that's interesting. Like, from your perspective growing up, you had one TV, you could only watch it one time of the week all together. Then when you had kids, you raised us to be, we weren't allowed to watch TV during the day. If we were bored, we had to do chores or we had to go play with our friends, which was fine. It was fun. You know, we were able to use our creativity and like use our mind and go out and like do things with our friends or make calls, or we'd play games with our siblings, like teachers and doctors and stuff.
So that's cool that you still had that. I wonder if kids still have
That's
that
what
these
I'm
days.
actually really great, because I don't think many kids have that now. So I still grew up with that, like running out to the neighborhood, scooting to your friends, like, you know, just doing random things without our phones. Never thought about our phones. Then I was like coming into teenage years when, like, maybe I think iPods came out when I was like around 10, and then as I was coming into teenage years, everyone's like, do you have the iPhone 3 or the iPhone 4?
My phone too.
I know. Or it was the flip phone. I remember my first phone was a flip phone because I just had to
yeah.
text you or dad. That was all the
Yeah.
money I got into the snakes and ladders game. So like,
Ah,
but it was like evolving. And then what was I going to say? Our TV back then, I think maybe it's just the rules you put in place for us, was we're allowed to watch a family movie night every Friday night all together, which was really nice. And then on the weekends we could watch TV. But at the same time, if we couldn't watch it during the day, so it'd be like Saturday nights or Sunday nights, or Friday nights or Saturday nights, because Saturday night was still a school night. It was like the only times we could watch TV. Now when I think about it. And then as we were getting older and we all became more independent, like towards high school, then we'd probably be all quite segregated in our rooms, watching our own thing. Like I'd watch
quite
things on my
sad.
laptop. Geordie would watch things on her laptop, and
Yeah.
I don't know what he did, but
you
know.
Things will do. Jordan would watch Barbie.
And then you guys would watch your show out on the TV.
Yeah.
Like it probably, like, seeing that transition, it probably is a lot more like that now too.
Yeah.
Like families are a lot more segregated probably with TV.
Because we used to have a little, was it the Kiwi that would come up at 8:30 at night and say, good night, kids, on the TV, because everyone watched the same TV.
You had that.
Yeah, it was always on everyone's TV,
So
like
I don't
Channel 1 and Channel 2. And everyone knew that was your time to go to bed.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
I remember sometimes on a school night, we'd watch like TV after dinner with you guys sometimes, like one show, whatever you were watching, it'd be like maybe Shortland Street or Home and Away. And then you'd be like, okay, guys, the next ads, you have to go to bed. Now there's not even ads.
I know.
But you'd be like
What a
sitting there
parents
really
use now.
quietly, not making any noise in the ads so that mum and dad forget that you're there.
Yes.
But you obviously knew. You're probably just like, oh, they're being quiet. They can still always stay out.
Lovely.
But we'd pretend like, okay, I'm not gonna make any noise, so they just forget them here. And then the next ads would be over, and you're like, yes, wait till the next one. Then I can stay up even later and watch what's next.
I remember that.
It's so funny. Well, see, even we had the box TV with the fuzzy quality, the antennas growing up. I did.
Mm-hmm. But I think we were the last ones in New
Something
Zealand.
probably maybe
get a flat screen.
Australia. And then we would
Yeah.
like go to Grandpa's to watch Sky.
Yeah.
Sky came about. It was like, oh, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon.
See, Sky wasn't even around when I was
No.
young mum.
Yeah.
It was like,
You would watch Oprah on TV, I remember.
Yeah. I'd fold the washing,
Yeah, I remember it.
and that was my time out. I'd put you guys all to bed, and I'd have a coffee, and that was my time out watching Oprah while I folded the
Or
washing.
the Ellen Show.
Or the Ellen Show. Yeah.
And then we'd come home after school and watch whatever was on, like Sticky TV or what's now?
Yeah. And we had videotapes, and then it went to DVDs.
Yes. See, so your time would have been like, what was it? VHR?
Yeah,
VHS?
videotapes, yeah, VHR. Was it? I
Not
don't
sure.
even know.
VHS
VHS.
tapes.
Yeah.
And you had what? Did you guys have the I literally lost the thing.
DVDs?
No. When you're listening to music, what do you call it?
Radio.
No. We had radio too.
Oh, did you? We still have the
No,
radio.
what's the little thing people would go around with
Walkman.
MP3? Walkman.
Walkman. I
Yeah.
listened to New Kids on the Block on
So
my
so
Walkman.
was yours like Walkman? That was
I
like
had a
your
Walkman when I was
MP3.
about 12, and I thought I was so cool. And I'd have my earphones on, and I thought, yeah. And I'd listen to New Kids on the Block, Hanging Tough, and Kate Sobrano, and U2.
U2 was around then?
Yes,
When did they
I grew
start?
up with U2.
Really?
No, yeah, I remember
I
Cindy.
thought they were around from the 90s. Were they around in the 80s?
Yes.
Really?
How old was I? I was 8 years old when I think Lemon Tree came out.
Is that their first song?
Lemon Tree, I think, was the album, and it was Lemon, the song. And because I remember,
If you were 8, it would have been like 1988.
actually, it was maybe when I was
1987.
around, maybe I was 9 or 10 when it came out.
So nearly the 90s.
Yeah, yeah. And my older siblings, because I was the youngest, so my older siblings listened to U2, and I've always loved U2 since then.
And so you grew us up with U2.
Yeah. I
Our,
went to U2 concert.
our band was One Direction. That was me. And
That's
now
right, yeah.
little kids don't even know what One Direction is. I'm like,
That's
this
sad.
is what you guys experienced with
Yeah.
your bands. And now One Direction is like 10 years ago. It's
feel-
still so recent.
Yeah, I feel like music has lost its, like, I reckon we had the coolest music back in our
I
generation.
agree. You have the coolest TV
There
and
were
music.
actual bands that would actually all sing together and play music.
I wish it was still like that.
And it's not like that anymore, eh?
But
It's
that's
so
what I find
different.
with country music, because I love country music, me and Beckham too.
Yeah.
They still have really good music, and they
Yeah.
play with bands. It's like still really cool to listen to. Like I
Yeah.
was showing you Marcus King the other day.
Oh, yep.
He's so good, and he plays the guitar so
Yeah.
well, and it's like actual proper music. It's not like, I know some people are fans of like D&B, drum and bass.
Nope.
Hate it. I don't like
Don't know them.
it at all. It's like dum, dum, dum.
Oh, no.
I hate that kind of music. But I
Yeah.
love like the music. We can actually hear the
I feel like
instruments
it's
and
real
like
music.
there's actually talent going into it,
Yeah.
and like
I feel like it's so rare
it's
these
not just
days.
auto-tuned.
Yeah.
Electronic.
There was actually talent.
So good.
The other thing
I
we used to
agree.
do was listen to the radio and record our favourite song. And then to learn the lyrics, you'd rewind it and write down the lyrics so you can learn the lyrics and sing. And that was just
So-
normal. Now, what do? You just, the lyrics come
Search
up
up
on your
lyrics
phone.
on TV. Oh, no, keep climbing.
So different.
Yeah. But see, what I was saying, you guys had the Walkman, right?
Yeah.
I grew up with the stereo. We'd have CDs and DVDs. That
Yeah.
was like the 2000s
That was
era.
so flash.
And we'd collect all our CDs of like soundtracks from favorite movies, and like I was talking to Brooke the other day, Reese Maston
Oh, yes.
from the X Factor.
He was cool, yeah.
We had a CD of him. She collected all the now
Oh,
CDs.
yes, I had them
like
growing
now
up
42,
too.
now
Yeah.
whatever. That was really cool. So we'd have like a stereo, and I'd like play when I'd have my friends. I would make dances up
know,
with
you
the
used-
CD on
That
the
was kind of
stereo.
like the start off, was it Musically, or what was that app that you guys danced to and listened to?
Xbox dance.
No, there was
Xbox.
something else, an app.
You're talking about Musically. That's like 10 years after.
Oh, okay. But yeah, even that was quite techno. What do they do these days?
So when I'd have friends over, we'd like make our own dances and like make you guys watch like concerts.
Yeah, we did that.
And put the CDs in the stereo, and we would like, and then DVDs, we'd collect all the DVDs and have DVD cases. Now you
Yeah.
don't see that anywhere. DVDs
No.
are like ancient all of a sudden.
Where'd you get your music? Spotify.
Spotify,
Apple.
iTunes, YouTube, and then you've got all your DVDs. You don't have DVDs anymore, you just got movies on like
Yeah.
Netflix and Disney Plus and Neon and all this. I
Crazy.
miss going into the DVD store. Every week we'd go to the DVD store and choose a DVD.
On Friday nights, eh?
And like Tuesdays and Thursdays was like $2 a day or something.
Yeah.
And I honestly, that was one of my favorite parts of my childhood, and now we don't have it, and I'm really sad about it because streaming's taken over. But it was fun to do that with friends. I feel like even like hanging out with friends has changed a lot. What was it like for you growing up?
So, oh yeah, so I feel I had a really good childhood in the way of I had the farm life, but then when we moved to Sydney, I had the real kind of suburbia city life. So I actually feel what it was like to play in a street full of friends, but then I had most of my life was kind of farm rural. So it was quite cool because I got to know what it was like knocking on your friend's door to see if they want to come out and play, which I don't know if kids do these days. I think parents were so relaxed, like parents were so relaxed in the fact of you went out and you played till dark, and it was just what you did. Kids were not inside like when we were growing up. You were
Like if your
outside.
kid was out for like an hour over time, you wouldn't be stressing out like people do now.
And I would go for hours. Saturday would be gone for hours. And yeah, it was just fun. Like you'd make forts, you'd you'd know where everyone was in the street because all the BMX bikes were outside that house. You'd knock on the door, and I think most kids knew what it was like to talk to adults. Even ringing up on the phone, you had one phone per household, and you'd have to, it's always like back in our day, it was always the parents that answered the phone, and it was just basic kind of etiquette, like, oh, hi, Mr. Jones, it's Marie here. Can I please speak to Sarah? And it was just like, you just don't get that. Like kids these days probably.
I still had that too growing up.
Yeah, and it was like, you all shared the phone. Oh, Mum, Sydney's been on the phone for too long. It's my
Someone's
turn now.
calling. Hold.
Yeah, well, we didn't even have caller, like that kind of stuff when we were younger. It was like,
really?
no, it was just like you'd get the toot, and you'd be like, someone's on the phone.
That's what I'm saying.
And you'd call back.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, but I thought you were talking about like caller ID, not caller ID, like, there'd be a beeping through the phone when someone's trying to connect.
That is the beeping.
No, but that's what we didn't have that when we were really little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we like the person ringing would get the do, but the person talking would someone's trying to contact through. Yeah, but I thought that was like really good etiquette that kids learned. They learned how to speak politely, introduce themselves, and then if they went to the house, they'd knock on the door, be like, "Oh, hello, Mister Blah blah blah. Can I play with Sarah?"
And that's the thing too. When you're growing up, everyone calls Mr. and Mrs. and their last name.
Yeah.
Now, no one does that.
And now these days, it's like, what are they? A fur, a he, a she, a they? I don't know. Like, you just don't know. But you don't. Kids are probably like,
No, I mean like etiquette, like if you go to your friend's house, Mr. Mrs. and their last name, and now you just call them by their first name. Some people call their parents by their first name, and I think that's so disrespectful, and I don't get it. I don't get
crazy.
it. Like, it's so rude.
Yeah. There was just like really cool things, playing and...
Can I just say, like, that landline thing? I'm so thankful we had that a bit too. Like, I just want to say, memorizing your friends' phone numbers.
I know.
Like, I still remember one of my best friends' landline phone numbers.
Yeah,
because
cool?
I'd had like a couple friends, I'd remember their phone numbers and I'd call them and it'd be the same, like their mum or dad or sibling might pick up, but can I talk to blah, blah, blah? And you'd be chatting on the phone for like 30 minutes now and you feel so like teenager as a young kid. And now it's just like you don't remember anyone's phone numbers. Some people don't even know their partner's phone numbers off by heart, and it's so
well,
like...
I don't know your kids' numbers off by heart. I only know Dad's.
Seriously. I know yours, Dad's, Geordie's, Beckham's.
I just know Ryan's. That's it. I have you guys on my phone, but yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's on your phone, you see the person's name, you don't see their number, so you don't really recognize their number.
Do you know Dad can still remember like 8 of his childhood friends' numbers? Like he
because
just
it's like
them off.
you remember it so much because you ring them all the time. It's like, can so-and-so come over for a sleepover? Do you want to come over tonight?
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't really get that.
So even play dates are different now, I feel. Like back in the day, we would be like, Mum, this weekend can I go to Sarah's house? And I'm saying Sarah because she's my childhood best friend. And then, like, your mum would ring their mum and say it's okay. But I feel like with play dates now, or even if you're going to someone's house after school, you kind of wouldn't tell your parents. You just go to their house. Like it would just
probably
be like
because the parents would
communicate. You'd all play in the street and whatever. But now I feel like there's so like mums almost like organised play dates. Play dates wasn't even a word when we were young. It's like play dates and everything's scheduled and everything. I don't know. It's all just so full on.
It's not very like free anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I do think parents do wrap their kids up in cotton wool too much.
A little bit. And that's what I was going to say too, like the parenting thing that you brought up before. You can track where everyone is now.
I know.
And you couldn't
Well, I
know
still
where
don't know
everyone
how
was
to track
born.
anyone.
But like Find My iPhone, you can have like your favorites on there.
Yeah.
So like I know where you, Dad, and Geordie are all the
Yeah.
time, and
Do you? But
Beckham,
I don't even know where you are.
because I haven't let you say where
Oh,
I'm
but you know your age. See, I don't even
No,
check
because
anyone.
you let me see where you are, or maybe Dad did it. So like now I know. Like if you're running late, I'm like, oh, she's just over there.
That is so funny that you know where I
Yeah, no,
am.
with you, Dad, and Geordie, which is really handy.
I don't even know how to go into the phone
Or
and
just like
find
if I need
it.
to call Geordie, I'm like, is she at work or at home? And I'll just check where she is.
No
But what I'm saying is like
way.
it's so different now. But like even Snap Maps. So on Snapchat, you
What
might
is
not know about
that?
this.
No.
It's been around for a while though.
Snap maps.
Snapchat, you have like your Snap Maps. So all your people on your Snapchat, they can allow or don't allow if you see where they are, but it shows all their location as well when they were last active on Snapchat. So like it's really like growing up in high school, you'd have like your world globe and all the countries, you'd have all your favorites and like all your contacts and stuff off Snapchat
No
all
way.
dotted around the country and like where they are, or someone might be driving, so it has like your Bitmoji in the car. Like you see where
Really?
everyone is now. Yeah.
Am I on there?
Locations on social media.
Can you see my location on chat, that Snap thing?
I don't think you have Snapchat anymore.
I used to have it years ago just to check on you as a teenager.
No, I asked you to get it
Oh, did you?
so we could Snapchat each other when I went away to Canada.
That's right, but I wouldn't even know how to
Not
use
like
it
you
now.
had to check what I was doing.
Yes, you're such a good little girl.
Do you want to talk a little bit about parenting and like how it was different from when you were parenting us to now? I can't really talk because I'm not a parent yet, so I can talk like from what I've seen, but I can't talk from my perspective. But you could probably share a little bit about it.
So I don't know how people bring up their kids now because I don't have grandkids or anything, so I'm not really hanging
But
out
you
with
have
many people.
you have young nieces and nephews
Yeah, that's true.
and friends with young kids.
Yeah, like I got brought up very, very strict. But growing up, I just feel like even parenting, like, so my parents wouldn't have had any parenting courses, but when I had you guys, parenting courses were quite the thing.
Right.
Whether it was like the local church were putting it on or the local school, and you'd have like, parenting courses and you'd get to know the personality of your children, how to parent them better. That was probably quite new agey compared to like what my parents got brought up into. But I can't even imagine what it's like now. But parents were a lot more, I think you left the kids to it a lot more. I think parents these days are quite helicopter parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can talk about the perspective of young people that I've been friends with or like people I know, and the results of the parenting styles that their parents have done to them
Okay.
and how it's affected them in their adult life, because like flirting with people and just like people that you get to meet and stuff, the way that some people are parented affects what they like in their adult life.
Oh, totally.
Have their parents taught them how to clean or cook or have a little bit of self-awareness? Like you notice that a lot more when you're adulting. Like those parents who wrap their kids up in cotton wool, it does not do anything for them in their adult life. And I can talk about it because I've been around people like that who have been wrapped up in cotton wool. Their parents have done everything for them, which is really sweet because they're doing it from love, right?
Yeah.
But they're not teaching them anything.
I think it's hindering them in some way.
It is definitely hindering them. It's nice that they have that love and support, but you can still love and support while teaching.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is like, I'll do that for you, but then you miss out on the opportunity of teaching your kid how to actually do a simple task, like, or have certain awareness. Or some people that like I've worked with before, or just like, no, are too scared to call like a customer or call
I
the
know, 'cause
doctors.
they've been used to talking to people on the phone.
I'm like, it's really easy. It's just like talking to someone in person. People like experiences I've worked from like my business and stuff, seeing young kids. It's like they're too scared to speak up and say what they want. They have to ask, Mummy, what do I want? You should be able to think for yourself. Just little things like that I've noticed from the other side of it.
The parent not giving the chance for the kids to learn and grow and for the kid to fail.
Yeah. Which they don't want their kid to fail, but I don't think they realise that they're actually
But failing
hindering
is
them.
good in some ways.
It is so good. That's how
Yeah.
you learn.
Definitely.
Don't be scared to fail.
Because you're going to fail in life, and the quicker you learn how to get back up and know that it was a learning curve. It's
The
going to
most successful people have failed
the
the
most time.
most.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
One thing I did, because I guess I was quite an old school parent, because when I'd go to like mothers groups and stuff, I'd have the parents that would put like a fence around the Christmas tree, like, you know, those fire
Right.
fences.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, what? Like, my kid's going to learn not to touch the Christmas decorations
Yeah.
with a little smack on the hand. Okay, smacking was allowed back when I was a parent. I
Yeah.
remember when it came in.
I think it stopped when I was maybe like 10.
And that's the other thing, like, how do parents discipline kids? Because, like, so we never did, I was never the mum that put those safety plugs in all the plug switches,
Right.
even though it was
yeah.
quite a thing when parents were parenting back in my day. But I kind of thought, they're going to learn, because I thought, I'm going to have all my stuff out, all my nice decorations and ornaments out, still when the kids are toddlers, because they're going to learn not to touch it and respect my property
Yeah.
and respect other people's property. So when I took my kids to my friend's house or to my auntie's house or whatever, the kids knew not to touch. So I think if you
And then
bring,
those other people wouldn't find your kids annoying because
yeah,
they know that they were actually
Yeah.
getting disciplined and parented properly.
like I even know someone that had put a fence up around the Christmas tree for their animals. I'm like, you bloody well teach them. Like, you kind of just like,
Like,
they've got to learn.
I remember being maybe 4 and you're like, don't stand too close to the fire. You're
Yeah.
going to get burnt.
Yeah.
And I remember putting my fingers in the fire
Oh, my
when I was
goodness.
4. Do you remember
Yeah.
at the Tarawera
Oh,
house?
yes.
Because I was like, I just want to see what this feels
Yeah.
like. And you told me not to, but you were like, well, you're going to find out the hard way. I put my fingers in and it burned all 4 of my fingers.
But what's that little burn? It gets a little
And I
green,
remember like
so
being
you
so
get over
sore.
it.
Yeah, it was fine. Like you obviously like bandaged my hands up and put ice around them, whatever. But I never stood by the fire again. How else
Yeah.
am I going to learn? If you just say something, I'm not going to know because I'm like,
Yeah.
as a little kid, you're just like, just
Yeah.
curious.
And that was one thing
That's just an example.
I did take my kids everywhere with me, like to the supermarket, to everywhere, but because they knew, they got taught at home, this is what you do. So I guess parents that kind of helicopter their parents, we're going to put a fence around the Christmas tree. We're not going to have Christmas tree this year. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. It's kind of like, what are you teaching your kid?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to go to someone else's house and not learn to not touch things, or, it's just, I think it's kind of common sense.
I will
But,
find it interesting when I'm a parent because then I'll be able to learn on a whole new level.
And it will be different because you'll have my insights, and then
Yes.
you'll also have all your friends and all your antenatal group that will be
and society's insights into what it's like. And gentle parenting, I feel like, yes, it's I think maybe with your generation and maybe your parents, it was kind of like quite tough love.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, it is important to like protect the emotions of a child, I feel, and make them feel emotionally supported. But I feel like there's a little bit of a line, like in saying that, protect them, but also let them learn for themselves, not protect them so much that they're not learning. But that's where I feel like some of that gentle parenting is a little bit funny.
Yeah. I guess there's things to learn from our generation, as well as I do think the new generation does teach us things as well.
I think
definitely
there's
do.
a lot of positives from every generation that we
Absolutely.
should all just blend together.
Yeah, but I do think there's a lot more pussies around now.
Okay, well, let's test and see whose generation is better then, should we?
Okay. Okay. Is dating better in my day or your day?
Your day, 100%.
Why do you say that?
Because I actually prefer the confidence of men going up to someone in public and talking to them and being like, do you want to go out for a date? Now it's a little slide through the DM and a direct message, or there's all these dating apps, which there's
know what to
pros
do
if
with
people
dating
like need
apps.
to find people. But now it's like if someone comes up to you in this present day, and I've experienced this, and it's like, you're very beautiful, you find it creepy. And it's like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
get away from me, you creepy, sleazy boy.
And I feel
But
sorry for the boys, because how they're supposed to do it.
exactly, but it's like, but you pick up if they're like a good guy or a bad guy. But
Well, that's learning kind of
like
intuition
back
and
then,
stuff.
that would have been normal. Like everyone would have been able to like ask people out, and it wouldn't have been weird. Now it's kind of like a little bit weird because everyone just messages you or follows you and likes your photo and like, oh my gosh, this person's like my photo. Oh my gosh, she's commenting on my photo. It's so
Do you
different.
have boys asking you out at school? Is that still a thing? Because we were like, do you want to go out with me?
Oh yeah, like an
So that's still a
intermediate.
thing.
but that wasn't like proper going out.
Okay.
She's like, "Do you want to go out with me?" And it's like going out for a day.
Did you play catch and kiss when you were at school?
No,
I played catch and
I don't
kiss.
know what that is.
So it'd be like Tiggy.
Like tag.
Oh, is that what you call it? Tag. Like Tiggy, like run after someone and tag someone.
Tag, yeah.
Okay, so we call it Tiggy. And we played catch and kiss. And I played it when I was 5 years old. And I remember trying to run like anything for the boys that I didn't want them to kiss me. And then the ones that I wanted to kiss me, like they'd just give you a little kiss on the cheek, like it was anything like sinister. And you just like slow down your running because they'd want to catch you and kiss you.
Oh my gosh. I remember playing
you don't
cops
play
and
that?
rompers at school, and like we'd
Okay.
like hide behind, like I was a little bit of a flirt when I was in
I bet
school.
you were. I bet you were.
Anyway,
What
do you,
about-
do you think dating's better then or now?
Well, I don't know what it's like to date now, so I probably
Exactly.
can't say, but I do like the old school guy coming up and asking
Well, can
you
I
out.
just say I've met my husband because he messaged me.
Oh, okay. So
Wait, no,
that's a good thing
the
then.
first time I met him was actually through friends at a party. Let's
Yeah.
just start there. But then when we started talking, it was through messaging.
I guess that's kind of normal
But
now.
that's normal, and that's
Yeah.
just like it's just our norm.
Yeah. Back in the
Yeah.
day, you'd write a letter. Yeah, but when
See, I think that's so romantic.
that is so romantic, eh? It's
wish
actually
we still
making a
did
guy
that.
work. But
Yeah.
now, when Dad and I first started going out, we didn't have iPhones, but we had I had a big flip top phone, and we'd text, and it'd be like to get H, it'd be like H.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember
right.
you teaching me how to text like that when I
Yeah,
was a kid.
and you get so far with it. What about work ethic? Is that the same now or back in my day?
Definitely better back in your day. A lot more people call in sick because they had too big of a night out at the clubs nowadays, where it's just like, well, you shouldn't be going out to clubs if you got work the next day,
I think a lot
and
of
you should be
people got
pushing
soft.
through.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking as part of my generation. People are getting softer.
Yeah.
And people need to have a better work ethic. There's some really good people out there with work
definitely.
ethic.
There is young ones out
And
there
that's
that I
because
know
it's been
that are
passed
amazing.
down from their generations, though.
Totally, they've
That's
got
why.
their parents teaching them. I know
That's
lots of
why.
young kids your guys' age that have got amazing work ethic, but I
Yeah.
know a lot that don't.
And it's because they've got good parents that have taught
Yeah.
them that. The ones who don't
Yeah.
haven't been taught that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just, oh, get out of it.
I know, and then he's like, oh, I need a mental health day, I need this day, I need that day.
Like, for me, I took the first sick day this year
Wow.
ever, like this week, because I was really unwell.
Yeah.
For me, like growing off that work ethic, I went and did a full wedding, remember? After my
Yeah.
appendix got taken out,
That's
4 days
right.
after.
Yeah.
I've done, I think also maybe having a business, you have a lot of work ethic because you just have to push through when it's just you.
Well, yeah, you're the only one that's going to earn
People
the money.
relying on you.
You don't have someone to pay
Like-
you weekly.
That's probably made me teach my work
Yeah.
to having a business because, like, if you're sick, who cares? You have to show up.
Oh,
If you
definitely.
had a hard day, who cares? You have to show up. Like, there's no one else going to be doing it for you.
But I remember we used to go out like clubbing, and we'd honestly dance till 4 in the morning when the club's closed,
Yeah.
and would be at work the next morning, fine as anything.
Yeah.
But you don't really get it these days, eh?
No. No.
What about compassionate? Do you reckon people are more compassionate now, or
100%
back in my day?
passionate now?
They
People
probably
care
are,
more
eh?
about people's emotions and feelings, which I think is a good thing sometimes.
So that's probably a good thing. People are a little bit more like aware,
Yes.
and like mental health, people are definitely talk more about.
I think like when I was in high school, we'd have a lot more like health for us was we were learning about mental health and how to deal with it. And we also got taught about compassion
Did
and
ya?
like empathy versus sympathy was like a chat I remember having in an
Really?
assembly one day. So I think that's probably being talked more about, which I think is a good thing because people who actually struggle with it are getting the tools they need a little bit more than maybe they would have not been able to talk
Yeah.
about it back in your day. But saying that, I also feel like people are putting a label on themselves as an excuse when they can't be bothered. And I
Yes.
think that's not fair for the people who are actually going through real mental health
Yeah.
issues. They can't be saying that they have these things when they don't. I think it's
I
unfair.
think it's like, for example, you know, it's so normal to go through a hard season in your life. Doesn't mean you have depression.
No,
It just means
might
you're
be-
going through a hard time.
you might be feeling really down and sad, for a season.
Yeah.
But there's differences, and the
Yeah.
doctors are the ones that can label that, not yourself.
Exactly, yeah. But even like people go, oh, my anxiety, my anxiety, my anxiety. And yes, I know anxiety is a real thing, but also, are you getting mixed up with,
Feeling anxious.
I'm a little bit nervous going into this
Yeah.
room by myself,
Yeah, which is a normal
which
feeling.
is such a normal feeling.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, my anxiety. And I know firsthand, not myself, but, you know, with,
Us with my sister.
yeah, with Geordie going through it. Like, I know, like,
Can be really bad.
it can be literally crippling, paralyzing. You can black out. Like, that to me is full-on anxiety. Then,
That is anxiety.
oh, I'm a little bit nervous walking into this room, or
Yeah.
I feel a little bit like vulnerable at the moment. Like, darling, that's life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need to get better at
yeah,
being a little bit more aware of other people, I think.
definitely.
But saying that, we are also being a bit more aware of other people as well.
Yeah. Was school better back in my day or back in your day?
I don't know. I really enjoyed school.
Did you have a pole that you went down like a fireman's pole at school? In your playground?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you did. Do they still have that now? I was just thinking about that. That was cool going down the pole.
I feel like when I was at school, like, it was so fun. Like, I actually really enjoyed my school life.
So did I. I really liked my school life too.
I mean, obviously you have your days where there's bullies and it sucks, or you've got hard assessments and stuff, but school was actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Music. We've talked a bit about music
Your
anyway.
music back in the day was
Totally
so
was way
much
better
better.
nowadays.
But Lady Wilson wasn't back in your day, and I really like it.
No, that's true.
There's some good artists who are fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favourite movies and TV shows to watch are the ones that are from the early 2000s or the 90s.
Okay.
Hands down, way better. Do you agree?
Yeah, I guess
Apart
so.
from Taylor Sheridan's shows, they're really
Yeah, they didn't have Yellowstone back in my day. But we didn't have too many TV programs. Like, I remember watching Dukes of Hazzard and MacGyver. I've never watched really cartoons. And I remember watching like Sylvester Stallone movies and Arnie movies, and that was kind of cool. But then there's so much cool action movies these days. So
But now I feel like they're taking CGI a little bit too far. And it
what's
feels...
CGI?
CGI?
CGI, what's that?
For example, Fast and Furious 7, when they had to CGI Paul Walker's face onto his brother,
Oh,
CGI is like with AI and like that kind of
right.
stuff.
You kind of don't know what's real now, eh?
But like, for example, the Fast and Furious movies, at the first ones were so good.
They're beasts.
And now I don't even feel like watching them because they're so
No,
artificial
they're
and
so
fake. It's like,
far-fetched.
obviously that's not going to happen.
No,
It's just like, it's almost going too
I
far.
think like 1 to 4, 1 to 5 were like the best, and then it went really funny.
1 to
after.
7, as soon as Paul Walker passed, I reckon.
Yeah,
It was
it was the
spit.
same.
No.
My
But you know
darling
what I
Paul
mean?
Walker, rest in
CGI.
peace.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that meant. But I think AI is it's going to be a huge thing, because obviously
I think it's a scary thing.
it can be a good thing, but then it can be a really bad thing, because like you don't even know what's real these days. Like you don't. I know I sent memes to you guys, and you guys were like, "Mum, it's AI," and I'm like, "How do you know? How can you tell? It looks real to me."
Like the sumo wrestler versus his grandma, and the grandma wins. Mum, it's AI. Obviously, it's
But some things, and then on another scale, like my dad thinks everything's real. Like he's so cute. Like he'll think, oh, this line, this little kid, and we're playing with each other. Like that's so cute. And I'm even like, Dad, that's AI.
Yeah, but there's some videos you can tell it's AI, but some you actually can't, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
The fact that people's voices and faces can be like what's real now.
I know.
It's a little bit scary.
I sent you a meme of this chick. She was about like late 20s, and she could turn herself into a man, a baby, a schoolgirl, and she had the same voice, and I couldn't pick up any different. Like it was, like when she turned herself into a man, it didn't look like just a queer man dressing up, but it looked like an actual man, and the baby looked like an actual baby. It freaked me out.
Scary.
That's kind of freaking me out, that whole AI stuff. Can I just say, a childhood memory, which was super cool, was spending your money at the lolly shop, like at the dairy.
Oh yeah.
And you could get so much for like $2.
It's like a Kiwi memory.
Yeah, it's like you could get so many lollies.
Yeah. Zombie chews. You guys didn't have those, eh?
No.
That was like growing up after Tamedia.
Like
We'd go to
apple
the
chews?
dairy and we'd get zombie chews for like 50 cents. And they were like this really
One
sour,
lolly would be 50 cents.
this really long, big thing in a wrapper,
Oh.
50 cents. Obviously, it's going to be more expensive than it was when you were around. But it was like in a wrapper. It was like really sour, chewy zombie chews, and your teeth and tongue would be like blue or purple after.
Our lollies were at 1 cent when I was young. 1
Unheard
cent.
of now.
Like you don't even get 1
Unheard
cent
of.
or 2 cents. We had 1 cent, 2 cents, 5 cents, 10
You don't
cents,
you don't
20
have
cents.
any. The lowest you can get is 10 cents now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
I don't even think you can do 10 cents now, can you?
Yes, 10 cents, 20, 50. That's what we have now.
Talking about going forward with the next generation, what are you going to do for when your kids want pocket money? Because we're becoming a cashless society, which I kind of don't like. I do like the good old-fashioned cash.
I think cash will always still be in, and I
No,
think
it's not. It's going out.
no, but I think we have to all come together and make an effort that it's still going to be in.
I think there's a group out there that are for cash, but most stores don't even accept cash anymore.
What are you going to do when the Wi-Fi shuts down?
I just think there's something about kids earning money, getting pocket
Yeah.
money, getting their $2.50 at the week for doing something, around the home.
But you can still earn pocket money and on a Visa card.
So like
Debit
2020s now, isn't it? You can you can have your pocket money on your debit card.
It is very it's speeding up very
Are
quickly.
you scared for what you're like bringing up your children in this world, or are you quite excited?
I am a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, I'm not going to lie. I think there's lots of things to be a little bit worried about. And what's it going to be like when they're adults and raising kids?
I know.
That's
I can't even imagine.
very scary. But then saying that, I feel like every generation is always going to have fear for the
Yeah,
next
definitely.
generation. And then also saying that I feel safe in the fact that we've got a lot of medical places at our fingertips now, a lot of research, a lot of medicine, things like that wouldn't have had back in the day. A lot of education, a lot more education now. So I think there's a lot of good things as well. But I think everyone is always going to have a little bit of fear around the future,
Can I
the
just,
unknown.
yeah, can I just say, I hope you're going to teach your kids manners.
Oh yeah, totally.
So many kids don't have manners these days, and I'm like,
No, yeah,
what?
totally.
Like, what do you say?
But see, I think that's also how
Please.
I've been raised, and Beckham's been raised. We've been raised with manners, so obviously we'll want to pass that down.
Good. Because I'm going to love your children, but if they've got no manners, oh, I'm going to get like, "Rrr."
Just
No,
remember,
that-
kids are kids sometimes too.
I know, but I'd be like, I'd give them whatever they want, but what do you say? Please.
course.
Thank you. That's good. That's
Do you
good that you're
know?
going to do that.
Do you not remember my friend's parents coming back to you after a play date, being like,
Oh.
"She says thank you too much. She says sorry too much."
I remember that, and I
I felt,
remember
and I sometimes got told off for saying thank you or sorry too much, or being too mannered, and I'm like,
I would rather have a child at my house saying thank you too much than not saying it at all. Just put it out there.
yeah, I
would rather
literally
have
got
that.
told by some of my friends' parents, like, "Okay, you need to stop saying thank you so much because I said it all the time. But you raised us to be very well mannered, and every time we'd go to a friend's house, do the dishes, say thank you for dinner. You wait to eat before people are all seated and the chef's sitting down too.
Etiquette is one thing that I
That's
feel
something
it's
that's dying.
dying, and
Yeah.
I really,
Got to keep it alive, people."
I love etiquette. Not that
Yeah.
I'm the best at it, but I do appreciate it.
Well, some of the things that you've brought me up, I feel like sound so ancient now because some people don't even know, little things like that. Never showing up to a house empty-handed is one thing
yeah,
that I
see,
feel
I
like,
got brought up with that.
honestly, the people around me, I know one other person who doesn't show up empty-handed.
Really?
I feel like
A lot
a
of my
black sheep.
friends
And
still
people
show
like,
up with something in their hand.
it's just etiquette. Like someone is hosting you in their home and giving you food or whatever. And I'm so
It
grateful.
doesn't have to be expensive, even if it's a
Just flowers or something.
flowers or juice or a
Yeah, just
bottle of wine or
something to
chocolates. Yeah, definitely. Always show up with something in your hand when you go to someone else's house.
Little things like that. Yeah, like going,
If you're going to borrow someone's car, you always leave it with the petrol full and better than
yeah,
you
or if
got
someone's
it.
driven you around, you always offer money for petrol.
So I wonder if young kids do that these days. You know how someone's the driver. I wonder, because we used to all pitch in like $5 or $10. Like, here's $5 for petrol. Like, we'd always have a driver taking us out to the beach, and we'd always say,
I think
here's
it just
$5 for
depended
petrol.
on how you've been raised, but there's so many etiquette things. And probably there would have been more etiquette back in the day too that we don't do, you know?
Like the guy opening the door for the girl.
Oh, I wish it was
And
still
pulling
like
out the
that.
chair. See, a lot of girls don't like that though. A lot of girls are like, oh, it's so annoying. I mean, I'd love it because I'm traditional.
Who wouldn't love that? I'd be
A lot
like,
of girls-
yes,
a
treat
lot
me
of
like a
girls don't
princess.
like it.
I think if the man is being masculine and treating you like a princess and you're feminine, everything in the world is balanced and just harmony.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like old school cooking, like, cooking and baking, and that's probably making a comeback. Because you know how we had, when we had COVID, everyone got into making bread and all that type of
Yeah,
thing.
that's definitely the sourdough thing is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic anyway.
Okay.
We have so much to talk
We
about.
do. Yeah.
There's always so much to talk about.
Bring
Um,
etiquette back, I say, though.
yes. Do
Yeah.
you have a quote or do I have a quote today? Okay. It's a little bit of Christian in there, but I think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in your life is random. Not the timing, not the place, not even the waiting room. Every delay carries purpose. Every closed door protects you. Every long road prepares you. Even the silence is sacred. You may not understand it now, but God is working in the background, lining up blessings, strengthening your faith, and weaving beauty into the broken places. God's hand is in it all, the highs, the lows, the in-betweens. He's not just watching your story, he's writing it with love.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Nikki. Where did you get that from?
It's on my Pinterest board called Bible.
Oh,
It's all my
wow.
quotes.
Very good. Well done. That was lovely.
Yeah, I think it's really nice to just not think about what us being in control. Someone else is in control.
Yep.
Just let it be. Everything is meant to be. Everything is meant to happen the way it's meant to be. Everything happens for a reason, I think. I believe.
Preach it, sister. Well done.
Do you want to outro us for the episode?
Thank you for watching.
Hope you enjoyed listening. Don't forget to
Subscribe.
and like and follow. It all helps us so that we can keep getting more episodes out there for you to listen to.
Yes, any topics that you want us to talk about, please write them down
And email us.
and email us.
Our email is twoscompany.contact@gmail.com, or our Instagram is, do you know it?
Two's Company Podcast.
twoscompany.podcast.
Oh, Two's Company .podcast.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
forget. Thank you guys for listening. See you next week. It will be 2026.
Awesome. Bring
Hope
on
everyone has a good
2026.
New Year's Eve
Yeah.
and a good New Year's Day.